Somewhere out there, billions of dollars are trapped. Not in a secret bank vault, not buried in the ground, but sitting quietly inside forgotten laptops, broken hard drives, and old USB sticks collecting dust. These aren't myths or rumors. They're real digital fortunes that no one can ever touch again. No one can move them, no one can spend them, and no one will ever see that money again. In the world of Bitcoin, once your private keys are gone, they're gone for good. There's no recovery button, no password reset, and definitely no customer support line. When access is lost, the coins don't disappear, they just sit there, forever, frozen in the blockchain, like digital tombstones. It's one of the strangest mysteries of our time. Fortunes big enough to change lives, lost because of simple human mistakes. A forgotten password, a deleted file, a misplaced piece of paper. Some people have spent years searching for what they threw away by accident, while others have passed away, with no one left who knows the keys. In every case, the result is the same. Billions, gone without a trace. Across the globe, people have searched landfills, hired cryptographers, even begged city councils for permission to dig through garbage, just to find one old hard drive. But no matter how much effort they put in, recovery is nearly impossible. Bitcoin doesn't care who you are. Lose your key, and your fortune becomes part of the blockchain forever. These aren't just sad stories, they're modern legends, each one showing how fragile digital wealth can really be. Because out of the 21 million Bitcoins that will ever exist, experts say millions are already lost, locked away where no one can ever reach them. And today, we're counting down the top 10 lost Bitcoin wallets worth billions. Stories of forgotten drives, mysterious deaths, and ghost wallets holding more wealth than some countries. Each one is a chilling reminder that in the crypto world, one small mistake can cost you everything. So stay till the end, because the number one wallet on this list might just hold more money than you can even imagine, and no one will ever be able to touch it. At number 10, we have the forgotten early miner wallets, the ghost accounts of Bitcoin's beginnings. Back in 2010 and 2011, mining Bitcoin was a hobby. You could mine hundreds of coins on an old computer just for fun. But here's the kicker, most people didn't think it was worth anything. They deleted wallets, threw out drives, or just walked away. Fast forward to now, and those old addresses are sitting on billions in untouched Bitcoin. Analysts say many of these wallets haven't moved in over a decade and are likely gone forever. These are the true relics of the crypto gold rush, lost to time, lost to carelessness, and lost to the ages. A painful reminder, digital wealth means nothing if you lose the key. Coming in at number 9, meet James Howells, the man who literally threw away a fortune. Back in 2013, James accidentally tossed out an old hard drive that contained his private keys to around 7,500 Bitcoin. That's hundreds of millions of dollars, sitting somewhere in a landfill in Newport, Wales. He's been begging the local council for years to let him dig it up, offering millions just for the chance. But so far, the answer's been no. Too dangerous, too expensive, too impossible. His story has become legend, a real-life treasure hunt buried under mountains of trash. Somewhere beneath that landfill lies a fortune that might never be found. Number 8 is one of the most famous crypto tragedies ever told. Stefan Thomas and the locked IronKey. Stefan, a German programmer, has 7,002 Bitcoin stored on a super secure USB drive. The problem? He forgot the password. The IronKey only allows 10 tries before it permanently locks forever. He's already used 8. That means 2 chances left before hundreds of millions vanish into digital oblivion. He told reporters he used to lie awake at night, thinking about it, coming up with new password ideas and then failing again. Imagine knowing your fortune is right there, just a few keystrokes away, and you can't touch it. That's the cruel reality of crypto. One wrong move and it's gone forever.
At number 7, we have one of the most shocking crypto scandals in history, QuadrigaCX. This was Canada's biggest crypto exchange. Thousands of people stored their coins there. But in 2018, tragedy struck, or at least, that's what we were told. The company's founder, Gerald Cotton, suddenly died while traveling in India. He was reportedly the only person with the passwords to the exchange's cold wallets. After his death, investigators tried everything to recover the coins, but the wallets were empty. Nearly $190 million in crypto vanished. Later reports uncovered serious mismanagement, and some people even believe Cotton faked his own death. Whatever the truth is, thousands of investors lost their savings overnight. The wallets remain sealed, and the mystery remains unsolved. Number 6. The Mt. Gox collapsed. This was the original crypto disaster. Before Binance, before Coinbase, there was Mt. Gox. In the early 2010s, it handled more than 70% of all Bitcoin trades. But behind the scenes, the exchange was a mess. Security holes, bad management, and eventually, a massive hack. Between 650,000 and 850,000 Bitcoins vanished. That's billions of dollars. Some were recovered later, but most were gone forever. The Mt. Gox's story sent shockwaves through the crypto world and became the ultimate cautionary tale about trusting online exchanges. It's proof that even the biggest platforms can crumble overnight. Now number 5, the mystery hacker wallets. These are on-chain addresses tied to old hacks, wallets that everyone can see but no one can access. One of the most famous is tied to the Mt. Gox hack. It holds nearly 80,000 Bitcoin. That's billions of dollars just sitting there, untouched for years. No one knows if the hackers lost their keys, if they were caught, or if they're just waiting for the perfect moment to move it. The entire crypto community watches those wallets like hawks. If a single coin moves, the markets go wild. For now, they're silent. Frozen time bombs on the blockchain. Number 4 might be the saddest kind of loss. Paper wallets and forgotten passphrases. In the early days, people stored their Bitcoin on printed pieces of paper, QR codes, and private keys written down and hidden away. It was safe from hackers, sure, but not from fire, flood, or forgetfulness. Thousands of users misplaced those papers, lost seed phrases, or died without sharing them. Each one of those lost codes represents a fortune no one can ever spend again. One man even bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin back in 2010. That's over $500 million today. Whether you laugh or cry at that, it's a reminder. In crypto, human error is the biggest enemy. At number 3, we're looking at exchange failures and bankruptcies. Mt. Gox and Quadriga weren't the only ones. Dozens of smaller exchanges have collapsed or vanished, taking billions in user funds with them. Sometimes it's hacks, sometimes it's bad management, sometimes it's outright scams. In every case, users lost access to their coins forever. Chainalysis estimates that billions of dollars in Bitcoin have been permanently locked up in failed exchanges. It's a brutal truth. Not your keys, not your coins. If you don't control your wallet, you don't really own your crypto. Number 2 brings us to one of the greatest mysteries in financial history, the Satoshi wallets. These are the original Bitcoin addresses belonging to the creator or creators of Bitcoin. They hold around 1 million Bitcoin, that's tens of billions of dollars, sitting untouched since the very beginning. No one knows who Satoshi Nakamoto really is, or if he is still alive. Those coins have never moved, not once. Some people believe they're intentionally dormant, meant to stay frozen forever, as a kind of symbolic gesture. Others think the keys are simply lost. Either way, if those wallets are truly inaccessible, they represent the single biggest lost fortune in human history. And finally, number 1, the biggest loss of all. It's not one wallet,
It's all of them combined. Analysts at Chainalysis estimate that around 2.3 million bitcoins are lost forever. That's roughly 10% of all Bitcoin that will ever exist. Gone. Trapped in forgotten wallets, destroyed hard drives, or encrypted devices that no one can unlock. This massive lost supply actually makes Bitcoin more scarce, and some say even more valuable. But for those who lost their coins, it's a heartbreak that never fades. Imagine watching Bitcoin soar in value, knowing you own some once but can never touch it again. These stories remind us of one thing. Digital money might be revolutionary, but it's also ruthless. There's no undo button, no password reset, no phone number to call. Lose your keys, and you lose your fortune. Forever. From hard drives buried in landfills to passwords lost in memory, these wallets are the ghost stories of the digital age, haunting reminders that the future of money comes with a very human flaw. We forget. So the next time you think about investing in crypto, remember these stories. Back up your keys, protect your passwords, and maybe, just maybe, double-check your trash before you take it out. Because somewhere out there, beneath mountains of dirt, locked behind forgotten passwords, or sleeping in silence on the blockchain, lies billions of dollars, and the people who can never touch them again.